Okay, picture this. You start a brand new channel entirely from scratch. You literally never show your face. You use AI to completely supercharge your workflow. And then, amazingly, you hit monetization in just 5 weeks. Now, I know it sounds almost unbelievable, right? Kind of like one of those exaggerated online promises we see all the time. But welcome to today's Explainer, where we are going to break down the exact step-by-step blueprint on how this was actually achieved. We're rolling up our sleeves to look at the real underlying mechanics of building a monetized, faceless channel in record time.
Let's just dive straight into this, because we first need to shatter a massive misconception right out of the gate. The old myth is that to make it on YouTube, you absolutely need thousands of dollars in expensive cameras, a pro lighting setup, a dedicated studio space, and this insane overflowing on-camera confidence. Well, the reality is entirely different. Honestly, all it actually requires is a standard laptop, a smart AI workflow, and a relentless focus on solving problems for your viewers. It's a completely content-first, data-driven approach that completely bypasses that traditional high-barrier entry.
So what exactly are we talking about here? A faceless channel is basically just a content stream focused 100% on the viewer. Whether you're solving their problems, entertaining them, or teaching them a new skill, the creator, which is you, stays completely behind the scenes. The whole core philosophy here is that the value you provide matters infinitely more than your physical appearance or what your living room looks like. Oh, and before we move on, a quick heads up. If you want to keep mastering actionable AI workflows and online income strategies just like this, make sure you follow the channel so you don't miss our future explainers.
All right, Section 1. Building the foundation. Choosing demand over trends.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the complete absence of fleeting viral trends. If you look at these 5 niche categories, AI, productivity, personal finance, history, and business, you'll see that the true foundation of a successful 5-week monetization sprint is choosing a niche with massive, evergreen audience demand. You aren't just chasing whatever dance is popular for 48 hours on social media. Instead, you're setting up your channel to answer existing search queries. You are positioning your content right where thousands of people are already typing questions into the search bar every single day. Moving right along to Section 2, the AI content workflow. Speed meets human oversight.
Look, here's a crucial reality check for us. AI is unbelievably powerful. It'll drastically speed up your research, it's going to generate brilliant outlines, and it will absolutely save you dozens of hours a week. But listen, AI is your assistant. It's not your autopilot. The human creator has to review, edit, and most importantly, inject real creativity into every single script. Your ideas, your unique angle, and your human touch, that is your actual competitive advantage here. Honestly, anyone can copy and paste a prompt, but only you can turn that output into a genuinely compelling story.
And speaking of compelling stories, let's break down the exact 4-step script structure used to retain those viewers. Step 1, you hook the viewer immediately. You've got to build intense curiosity in the first 15 seconds, but without ever resorting to cheap clickbait. Step 2, provide the actual value you promised in the title. Step 3, show proof. Give them examples, data, or visual evidence that backs up what you are saying. And finally, Step 4, deliver a clear, actionable takeaway. This specific framework ensures your videos aren't just watched, they are genuinely appreciated.
Let's rapid fire through the core elements of a winning upload. First up, high-quality, reinforcing visuals. The strategy here really leans into creating a premium, almost documentary feel using realistic, cinematic still images and smooth transitions, rather than chaotic graphics. It elevates the perceived value instantly. Second, a rock-solid, consistent uploading schedule. Third, hyper-focusing on a single target audience. This tells YouTube's algorithm exactly who to serve your videos to. Fourth, simple, bold, curiosity-driven thumbnails. And fifth, titles that promise one distinct, clear outcome. If you can nail these 5 elements, you are completely stacking the deck in your favor.
Okay, Section 3, decoding the analytics, the valley of disappointment.
0. Yeah, literally 0. That is the number of views and subscribers every single successful creator starts with. I want to be incredibly blunt with you here. When you launch, you are probably going to hear crickets. But this early silence is absolutely not a failure. It is highly valuable data. This valley of disappointment is where most people just give up, simply because they misinterpret 0 as a permanent judgment on their content, rather than just a temporary starting line.
So instead of quitting, you need to build a strict feedback loop. Check out this table. When a video underperforms, the action isn't to delete it in shame. The action is to analyze your retention graph. The result?
You identify the exact second your viewers got bored and clicked away. You review those underperforming videos to understand exactly what needs improvement, and then you tweak your hooks and your pacing for the next upload, which gradually increases your watch time. You are literally using your flops as stepping stones.
And over just 5 weeks, this creates a massive snowball effect. Let's walk through it. Week 1 starts with those low initial views. By week 2, you're deeply analyzing those drop-off points we just talked about. In week 3, you apply those lessons to make small, calculated improvements in your script pacing and your visual storytelling. Because of those tweaks, week 4 sees a measurable increase in your overall watch time. And that brings us to the magic tipping point in week 5. The algorithm detects the improved watch time and finally expands your recommendations to a much wider audience, triggering the exact momentum that gets you monetized.
Which brings us nicely to Section 4, the path to monetization, building a digital asset. Now, getting monetized and earning that ad revenue is fantastic, for sure, but it is not the finish line. It's actually the birth of a long-term digital asset. Once an audience truly trusts your Faceless channel, entirely new branching income streams open up. We are talking about brand sponsorships that are eager to reach your highly specific niche. We're talking affiliate marketing links recommending software you actually use, and the eventual sale of your very own digital products, like a productivity template or maybe a personal finance course. Your channel literally becomes an entire ecosystem.
So the crucial point here is managing your expectations. While reaching monetization in 5 weeks is absolutely possible, your results will always be a balancing act. On one side of the scale is your effort, your deep niche research, the quality of those cinematic visual stories you craft, and your unyielding consistency. On the other side are the results, audience response, watch time, and monetization speed. You only control the effort side of the scale. The platform handles all the rest.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material. The lesson wasn't about getting lucky. It was about improving one video at a time. Seriously, let that sink in for a second. Sustainable growth does not come from some magical viral algorithm hack. It comes from a steadfast commitment to helping the viewer first, offering them immense value, and promising yourself that your very next upload will be just 1% better than your last. To quickly summarize this entire explainer, here is your blueprint stripped down to its core actionable steps. 1. Choose a high-demand niche and research what people are already searching for. 2. Use AI to rapidly outline and draft your script, but use your human brain to perfect it. 3. Create a visually compelling, high-quality video and upload it consistently. 4. Ruthlessly analyze your analytics, especially your audience retention. And 5. Refine your process based on that data and repeat. These habits compound over time to create genuinely extraordinary results.
And that brings us to the end of our breakdown today. If this explainer gave you a clear, structured understanding of how to leverage AI workflows to build a real digital asset, do us a huge favor and share it with someone who is looking to start their own channel. We really love making these complex topics accessible for you all. But before you go, I want you to head down to the comments and answer this question for me. What niche would you choose for your very first Faceless YouTube channel? Let me know down below, and I will see you in the next explainer.